For centuries, stopping off in Sri Lanka on China's ancient Silk Road trade route linking east with west, merchants would buy spices, pearl and ivory. Today, China sees Sri Lanka as a critical link in its modern-day Silk Road. What it calls its Belt and Road Initiative is building infrastructure projects to expand trade from Asia to Africa and Europe. China's spending spree is making India nervous. And it's helped to cause friction at the top of the Sri Lankan government, ending up with President Maithripala Sirisena firing Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe.
China has been quite active in taking over projects in Sri Lanka. Not only government projects, if you go around even private sector projects, there was an attempt on the part of Prime Minister Wickremesinghe to allow Indian company to take over one of the sections of the Colombo port, to which the president was not in agreement. So if you take that into consideration, one would say New Delhi is not very happy with the development.
Hambantota port in the south was built with Chinese loans, but it's so underused that the Sri Lankan government couldn't afford to keep it running, so gave the Chinese government a foothold with a 99-year lease. Sri Lanka owes more than $50 billion to foreign lenders. That's 77% of GDP. Chinese loans make up $8 billion of that, but India and Japan are owed much more.
The problem is not on China's side or anyone else's side. The problem is internal, so that actually we have to do a lot of homework here, and those investments have to be managed carefully and in a way that they will derive a good return, so that we will be able to pay it back. The problem has been that those investments are actually probably we might need them another 10 years, 20 years time, but at the moment we have to take care of them.
Next year, Sri Lanka has to start paying back more than $4 billion in foreign loans. And that just got harder because the rupee has fallen to its lowest level ever against the dollar. That could force the government to look for sympathetic friends willing to help ease the country's debt burden. Bernard Smith, Al Jazeera, Colombo.